Okay, today we're going to talk about the advanced stretch mark treatment. So what it's designed to use is using a derma pen to soften and lighten the stretch marks. The result of this is minimizing and softening the texture of the skin. So with this procedure we use a derma pen. So what the derma pen is a stainless steel surgical needles that penetrate the skin to trick the skin into making a wound healing collagen and therefore grows into structural collagen, and then we infuse a chemical peel. The length of the treatment will vary on the size of the area that's going to be treated. The treatments are needed 4 to 6 weeks apart. Minimum treatments will vary from 6 onwards. Results of this treatment will vary from client to client depending on how old or new the stretch marks are. My name's Whitney and I've been a dermal therapist for 8 years and cosmetic tattooing for 2.5. The benefits of cosmetic tattooing is creating more symmetry to the brow, more definition. Someone who doesn't really have a lot of brows can actually recreate a full new brow for them as well. Even if you're just wanting to perfect a brow, we can just do something as simple as that. So it's also great for people who have also over tweezed their brows, also from alopecia and post-cancer patients too. Great because it's no fuss without having to apply makeup, or you can keep it as natural as possible, or you can get more of a makeup look. Here at Skincare Australia clinics we do feathering technique. It's also known as microblading or feather touch brows. What we do for the process is actually use a little microblade that you would etch into the skin using iron oxide ink, which actually mimics your own hair strokes, so you can customize to each and every individual person. So the process is actually we measure and draw before we actually tattoo, making sure the shape is absolutely perfect for you and your face shape. So we also work with someone's skin tones as well to work with to getting the perfect colour for your brow. The treatment itself is a very painless treatment, and the first initial treatment is actually 2 hours by the time we design your brow and go through the process. And then your touch-up visit in 4 to 6 weeks is roughly about an hour's time. When you first have your eyebrows done, they're always going to appear a lot darker than what they're actually going to turn out to be. In the first week you can lose up to 40% of your pigment. Everyone's different, as everyone's skin type, tone is all very different in how you absorb how they absorb the pigment. Also things like your own natural oils and the environment that you work in. With this treatment, there's no actual downtime. It's actually when you walk away, there is minimal redness around the area of the skin, and we do give you a full regime of a skin routine afterwards to look after your brows to get the best result. For the first 5 days post having your brows tattooed, you can't get them wet. You can only apply the aftercare balm 3 to 4 times a day, keeping the area nice and moist. You do not want them to scab, because when they scab it will pull the pigment from the skin, so this will affect your retention. So you want some light flaking, which is quite normal, and then normally about a week in which they'll fade in between weeks 2 and 4, and by week 4 you will notice that the pigment will slowly start to come back to the surface of the skin. As the feather brow procedure is actually a 2-part process, you are required to come back in a 4 to 6 week time bracket to come back for a perfection. As everyone holds the pigment different in the skin, so it does vary on how long the pigment will actually last in your skin. So a requirement touch-up to keep your brows looking nice and fresh would be once a year, but the semi-permanent pigment will actually last into the skin up to 2 years. Please give us a call at Skincare Australia to make an appointment. Here at Skincare Australia clinics we do offer the mummy tummy treatment, which combines the Vanquish and the Exilis to firm and tighten those stubborn areas. People that can benefit from the mummy tummy treatment is if you've been working hard at the gym and can't lose that stubborn pockets of fat, and also if you're wanting to firm and tighten those loose parts of the skin. Also great if you've just had children. We offer the mummy tummy treatments and a minimum of 6 treatments 1 week apart to get the best results. Normally from week 3 to 4 is when you first start to notice results. A contraindication of the mummy tummy treatment is actually pregnancy. How the treatment works is using radio frequency and heat sensations. So the treatments can vary between an hour to an hour and a half.